皆さんこんにちは、やまけいです。ゲーム実況 Nba2K21 マイキャリア試合やっていきたいと思います。今日はパワーフォワード編です。モデルはケンプです。なぜかメンフィス。試合頑張りたいと思います。
And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Kemp, and it's Winslow in at the small forward. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
Bring up some great points. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Shots good by Middleton.
That's just what we call man-up strength from Middleton. I mean, taking the hit and then kind of effortlessly knocking down the shot as well.
Back to Morant. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Bucks with possession here. On offense here, the Bucks. Giannis with it, now guarded by Kemp. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Fast break, Memphis. And finish by Morant.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Bledsoe outside. From the arc, hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, so hard to defend Bledsoe in the screen and roll, specifically because of how unpredictable he is in these situations.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Now here's Bledsoe. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans. Lopez with the ball. Back to Giannis. 5 on the clock. Yes, that goes in.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim, and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
Valanciunas, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
And the shot is good.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there.
He's shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
勝ってるじゃん。マジか。
Free throw drops for Hill.
And Hill is really kind of a nice, subtle mix of explosiveness and outstanding defense. A guy who plays both ends of the floor with equal efficiency and effectiveness.
Brooks is out there with Kemp. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Giannis. He had 31 points in the win against New Orleans. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket for Middleton. Here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Eric Bledsoe is checked in for Milwaukee.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's Morant. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Lopez against Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
And here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Passes it to Brooks. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Some changes for Memphis. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Justin Winslow in for DeAnthony Melton. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
Got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense.
Were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there at Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Morant against Bledsoe. Now here's Morant. D right on him. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That sends Justice Winslow to the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton. Hill, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. For Memphis, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Middleton outside. Dishes it to Giannis. Fades and shoots. Grizzlies with the rebound. Kemp's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brooks has got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lopez outside. He kicks it to Middleton. And the pass to Giannis. And the layup falls. Antetokounmpo's got 14.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days, and as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency extraordinary.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms.
So it's the Bucks now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jaren Jackson is out there with Kemp, and it's Winslow in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Sometimes it's a real trick bag trying to guard Antetokounmpo. I mean, his skill set and build and length and athleticism draws a ton of fouls.
And both free throws good for Giannis. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant kicks to Brooks. Pass to Kemp. Now here's Winslow from past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
And it's good. 2 points. 9 points for Eric Bledsoe.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now here's Morant for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, this is where we talk about Morant's versatility. He can work off the ball because he's worked so hard on that jumper.
Kemp against Antetokounmpo for 3. Bledsoe, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th assist in the game. Brooks outside. Morant against Bledsoe. Jackson passes to Winslow. Shot clock at 6. He gets that one. Winslow's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, the screen wasn't that great, but still he got it done. Excellent concentration on the hard finish.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, man, it is one sight to see.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. To the paint. Stolen by Bledsoe. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the jump by Giannis.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Winslow up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Winslow's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 10. Lopez with the bucket.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Now it's... The kick out to Hill. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 1:24 left in the 4th quarter. Middleton can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 9. There's Winslow. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Outside Hill. Pass to Middleton. Shoots over Winslow. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Here's Middleton, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Justice Winslow. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
Milwaukee making a switch. Lopez, he's checked in for Todd. Giannis comes in for Wesley Matthews. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. Antetokounmpo against Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Brooks. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bledsoe taking his time here. And so the Bucks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out.